I'm definitely not as beat up as I was last time. I feel damn good. I had a great summer. Body, was responded very well overseas along with Team USA. So took care of that, and I kept that going. After even when we stopped playing, I kept it going. So I feel really good physically. Mentally, I feel really good, really sharp, very fresh. When you're along 11 other unbelievable, great talents, some of the best talent we've ever seen, it gives you like a lot of joy to be able to play the game, play it at a high level, come to work every day, push each other, and for myself individually to go out there at my age, the miles that I have, and to be able to play at the level I played at. It gave me even more a sense of, I do have a lot in the tank. It felt great to play meaningful basketball, literally play for the highest level. We had 2 Game 7s back to back, one versus Serbia and then that last one versus France, where it was oh shit, this is why those text messages went out. My condolences goes to his family, obviously, anytime a loved one is, gone, then it's a lot on the family. So my condolences and well wishes goes to his family. Also goes to the NBA community as well. I mean, he's such a, as a big part of the NBA. When you're growing up and you think about iconic moments in playoff history, you think about when they played the Supersonics and it was the 8th seed, and you just remember him getting that last rebound, those last blocks, and just holding that basketball on his back and in amazement. So, my fondest memory of Dikembe Mutombo, he fractured my face on my birthday in Cleveland with an elbow. I never even got an opportunity to tell him about that. But yeah, I don't remember how old I was in Cleveland my first stint, and I think I was turning 22 maybe. He was in Houston. You guys can do the research. Yep, he was in Houston, and I went to the hole and caught one of those Dikembe elbows. And if anybody know about the Dikembe elbows, they do not feel good. He fractured my face, and I went to the hospital that night, and I wore a mask for a little bit. Yeah.
I didn't have many conversations with JJ actually. It was more just so with Rob, but Rob was telling me all these things about JJ, and obviously it was I was giving my input on how I felt. Obviously it's different by him being a first-time coach and head coach, so that's a little different. But the principles that he was and the schemes that he wanted to bring into my organization just kind of stood out to me, and I kind of just relate that to Rob and, let Rob kind of do his job from there. This is probably the first summer since I've been here that we've been together all summer. Obviously he's always doing his thing, I do mine. We got families in our own lives, and, being around each other 6-7 months out of a year already, you kind of need your breaks, for sure. But it was fun to play basketball again, with the season that we had. Obviously it was tough just because we felt like we should have won the first series, but to be able to get back on the floor, play with Bronny and all the other guys that I was able to play with and win a gold medal, made it a fun summer.
As accomplished as you've been as a player defensively, what parts of that game do you think you don't get enough appreciation for?
All of it. Every part. I just want us to be a top 5 team defense this year, and I'll be happy with that. He's been on me all summer about shooting threes. Even in the Olympics, when I make a three, he had text me, that's what I want to see, and things like that. So, for him, it's definitely going to be just shooting more threes.
The main thing was getting stronger this summer, being in the weight room, and then getting back and getting familiar with, the schemes and, all the stuff that, the new, coaching staff is asking. And it's been a great summer. It's been a lot of fun, being around those guys and learning and, having a good understanding of, what's asked going into this year.
Toward the end of last season, you were responsible more defensively in terms of guarding the best guard for the opposing team. How did that help you, prepare for that you may have to do that more this season. Just how did that help you in terms of what you'll have to be responsible for?
Yeah, I think, it's just a sample size of, the condition that I have to be in to play both ends of the court. But like you said, to guard everybody's best player and, be able to still be productive on the other end. I felt like in instances last year, towards the end of the year, I found myself not making shots. And you got to figure out a way to, eliminate that, regardless of what you're trying to do on the other end. So just being in the best shape possible. I think it's not even really just for me. I just think the whole structure and foundation that these coaches have, brought in for us, talking with everybody, is a great start, because I felt like a lot of times last year we won a lot of games off of talent. And when you have talent around structure, then you have opportunities to do something really special. So I don't think it's necessarily for me or not. I just think that everything that they've came in and talked about makes sense to me for our whole collective group.
Hopefully y'all kind of know what y'all gonna get from me. This is definitely a new feel, new everything going on with the structure, and with JJ kind of coming around and implementing what he's trying to do to kind of change the rim of things around here. Me being vocal in the short time that I've been here this summer, I think he kind of recognized it, and he's harped on it a little more than normal. Just keep that going, continue that. We love to see that. We notice it. So like I said, his kind words mean a lot to me because I'm not used to hearing those, so it's good.
Just got it. Before I ask my other question, I got to follow up on that. Kind words, you're not used to hearing them. Can you elaborate a little more?
I mean, I think you can.
I know I can, but I'd like you to.
I mean, I just obviously Laker Nation loves me, so they talk good about me when they can. I really wanted to apologize in a sense of showing the lack of professionalism at times, showing the lack of team first, perception at times. So for me, I think just kind of keeping that maturity and that professionalism throughout the year, no matter the ups and the downs, hold myself more accountable on the defensive end. Obviously, I know I'm capable, but when you get subbed out of a game for offensive, defensive possession, obviously that shows where your trust is in your coach and your abilities.
Where specifically are the areas where you feel like I can do more, that the limitations don't matter?
Just focus. I mentioned being dangerous on the offensive end kind of carries over to the defensive end, and I may have a miss box out, miss backdoor opportunity, miss laps like that, which could cause a game. And when you watch film, you see me having those plays a little more than often. So trying to limit those plays for me. So like I said, I can earn that trust to stay on the floor.
I was just here walking out, and I saw him the first time, and we really talked for like 30 minutes, how we can kind of establish, the whole thing, as a team. We building almost, this is our like almost third year for us, everybody together, the same core group. So, and then he talked about he want me to shoot more threes. He thinks that I'm a great shooter, and I believe that, and he believes it. So I think that's gonna be the really key for us. Me, Bron, AD on the court, always gonna be somebody gonna be mismatched. And I think they don't want those two guys to be a mismatch. So I think they're gonna put somebody, the smaller guy on me, or taller guy, bigger guys on me. We really believe in this group. I think that this is a team that we can, win the whole thing, and we've been building it. We have, as we can see, like we have a lot of talented guys, on the team. Everybody's talented. We added a lot of new guys, younger guys. But I think we can, still keep building the same chemistry that we had, since last year and all that. And yeah, we just believe in each other. We have to, for sure, go back to the Western Conference final that we did in the first year that we start building. It's the best way to kind of approach in the offensive rebound. So I have to be more aggressive on that. I think I have a size and a speed to do that. Defensively, I think it's more so the team chemistry. I think our team defense, I have to understand the new concept of the defense too. We have to communicate better. I got to be the better communicator.
And offensively, I just have to be more aggressive, and they want me to find that mismatch. So whoever, maybe if I had a smaller guy, put on the rim. If I had a bigger guys, I can use my speed to drive. I can shoot threes. So yeah, just like those are the things that you guys seen already. But I think on another level.
Is opening night a realistic goal for you in terms of being healthy, or do you anticipate it maybe taking a little bit longer than that?
I'm not quite sure. Obviously, the team and the staff has put together a great plan for me. And like I said, we've been making good progress, and the plan has been going great. So just, sticking to the plan and trusting the plan and seeing where that takes me. It's great to bring a group back, or the main guys or the core back. It's kind of rare in this league to have, a couple years under your belt with the same guys. So, and I think that plays a huge part. And, being the competitive, being a championship type team, being able to build some camaraderie and build chemistry and being able to know each other's tendencies and stuff like that. So it's been great. Obviously, it's going to take some time to get back to that level of play. Granted, I haven't played in a while, but that's the goal. I think I was trending in the right direction before I went down, and I would like to, essentially get back to that and, progress and build from that.
I think I only played like 11 games or something like that last season. So being on the court is a huge factor in that. Being healthy is a huge factor in that, which I am. So I'm looking forward to this year. But I think what I bring is the same thing I brought last year this time we had this conversation. I think I can still defend. I think I can make an open shot. I can play make for guys. So I'm curious to see the way things will play out, where they'll shake out in terms of role definition and so forth. But I'm looking forward to helping this team win basketball games. I think for the most part, we've been pretty internal. Just been worrying about us, each person's been trying to better themselves coming into the year to make this team a little bit better. So I think the sky is still the limit, and I'm looking forward to this season. Before this summer, it was pretty much like 4 or 5 years straight of basketball. When the year was done, playoffs were done, I was playing world games and stuff with Nigeria. So it was a long stretch of basketball for me, and taking advantage of this unfortunate longer summer off has been huge for my body, huge for my game.
JJ has done a really good job, I think, to start. Definitely imposing himself as a coach. He's trying to do a really good job of making a good impression on us as players in our, individual workouts and group workouts that we had. I think he's done a really good job kind of explaining what our offensive identity, defensive identity, and so on is going to be. So I'm super excited, for the new coaching staff this season, and they've done a really good job, and they seem, very excited, very energetic about the season. So I'm looking forward to it for sure. I think I do a pretty good job rebounding at my position. I think I'm pretty athletic and, bouncy enough to go and get some rebounds. So I think for us, winning the extra possession game, trying to get as many extra possessions as we can with the amount of offensive firepower we have on our team, I think that's going to help. And like you said, JJ has stressed that, to us in our individual and group workouts, just trying to make sure that we're trying to get extra possessions, and he wants me to be one of those guys that can do that for us. It's super cool just to be able to say that we're, one of a few pair of brothers to be able to play in the NBA is super cool, and just quality of life really is super nice. Just having, a close family member out here, we're kind of going through the same thing. He went through his rookie year. I'm going through, I went through mine. He's going through his right now. So it's cool for me to kind of guide him, kind of give him some advice, watch him go through his own journey. And it even works out even better that we're both in LA. It's perfect, the perfect case scenario. It's extremely rare. You don't really think of that. So it's super cool. So I'm really appreciative of it, and we're both blessed to be in the position that we're in. In terms of my role on the team, I think defensively is a big key for that for me to be able to stay on the floor, is to have that energy on the defensive end, disrupt offenses, and really become a problem for opposing teams. And then offensively, I think the biggest key is three-point shooting for sure, particularly from the corners. We got guys that can really handle the ball. We got a bunch of offensive weapons on our team, and for me, just being able to take the load off of them a little bit, being able to knock down big shots, corner threes, crash the glass, get us all extra offensive possessions. It's probably the main focal point for me.
Obviously, with Chris being hurt to start the year, I'm going to have to step up a lot more. So really just trying to excel in that role and keep doing what I did at the end of the year, and just kind of be a little better than that even. Just really want to make sure I'm in shape to start the year, and just really locked in on everything and on our new offense, new defensive schemes, all of that, and just take full advantage of the time that they're going to give me at the beginning of the year, and just try to make the most of it. Coming into my rookie year, he was one of the guys I looked up to. He was one of my teammates. We were in the same second group that would come in and play together, and we play a two-man game. I'd go. Obviously, as all you know, he's a very good shooter, so I'd go play a lot of two-man game with him. So it's definitely been a little, not awkward, but weird, the dynamic. But I'm fully looking forward to it this year and really excited about it.
What did you emphasize in your summer work skill-wise in preparation for that?
Really just playing out of the pocket, being more dynamic in the pocket, making better reads, whether it's passing, shooting my little touch shot, shooting a little midi, getting the ball going to the next action, just stuff like that, working to just be more effective and more aggressive with my actions, and just looking to not foul as much this year too, like working on my screening, getting in and out my screening without illegal screens, so I don't pick up like one illegal screen a game anymore, so just little things like that. Really, our combos have just been how, on that second group I can come in and try to anchor the defense and do what A does for our team pretty much whenever he's out the game, and so just really just learning things from him and just like watching his film, watching film with him, watching film with our coaches, just learning where to be in the right positions and right timing for stuff, and just like working on my verticalities and stuff like that, and working on my screening so I'm not setting illegal screens. It's just been a big point of emphasis this summer for us.
I don't think my second, rehab is going well. I'm about to start ramping things up maybe in about 2 weeks. And then you think it's going to take like maybe another 2 weeks to try and get back in game shape and get live. So, I'm thankful that, I did the surgery, almost immediately when I had a problem with my knee. So I think I'll be back sooner rather than later.
Was it just like a cleanup situation with the knee? Was it cartilage or anything
It
like that?
It was a whole new injury on the knee. It was during rehab. I had woke up and it was swollen. I got an MRI. It was literally like the same injury in the same knee. He told me, last year it was asked of me to play defense and rebound. They didn't really need me to score or attack mismatches as much. This year he tells me he want me to play like I was in Houston and Dallas. Attack mismatches, shoot a lot of threes, and if I have like a bigger guy on me, try and take him off the dribble. If I have a smaller guy on me, then post up and try and when I come back, try and play around Anthony Davis for the floor spacing.
All right, so all these questions for Dalton, right?
They're for you.
Do you see a pathway for yourself to the rotation?
Yeah, for sure. I just he said just kind of be yourself, always go out there and compete, and be better than you were yesterday is really all. Just go out there, compete at a high level, and just learn from all the vets, and obviously I'll learn from JJ as well.
Can you tell me a little about those workouts that, with former NBA All-Stars?
Yeah, it was cool to be in the gym with all those guys and learn from them, see how they see the floor, and just ask for some advice and ask as many questions as I could. It was good just to work out with those guys.
And Bronny, are you guys going to be like commuting together, or any, like you and your dad? Like, do you know any of that? You're going to sync up your rides to and from practice or anything like that?
Definitely not. It's already so much that we've been grouped together as. I'd like to stay as away as possible from that guy. What am I most looking forward to? More like I think I'm most looking forward to practice. Like just going head to head with each other. I feel like that's such a crazy feeling to be in practice with your dad, and competing at a high level. But on the other side of that, having to go against LeBron James is kind of a lot in practice every day. So but yeah, I'm looking forward to it as well.
Being in the gym every single day, being on the court, you get to learn from him. He always goes out there and stops the drill if you're not doing it right, and he's a real coach. Like he's real coachable, and we get to learn from him. And it's been good just because, like you said, I watched him in college, and now I got him as my coach. It's really good just to, if I have any questions, go ask him straight up and text him.
I really never know when I will get to that point where I was before I had that accident. So, I'm just taking it day by day and trying my hardest to, put in that work every day and get to what I thought back was.
A lot was made when your dad banished the word dad from practices. What did you make of him saying that, and how much thought have you given to what you're going to call him in practice?
I haven't given it any thought. Whatever comes out of my mouth when I'm trying to speak to him is what he's going to accept.